Riley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Dalton's Bengals. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And an alley to run. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
No, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
Come on, let's
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now first carry for CjtheRealist's Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Second down, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for CjtheRealist's Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 18 on that one, and it'll give the Ravens a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with Allen. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And that's caught by Smith. So Steve Smith involved there, and the Ravens are likely, Charles, going to need him to get even more involved with Ben Watson out for the season now.
And normally when you have a guy who announced that a season was going to be his last, as Steve Smith did in 2015, when you have that guy come back, you don't expect big-time production, but you and I both know that Steve Smith is the exception to that. So I agree with you. His production will go up, and he will definitely take some of the pressure off of the loss of Benjamin Watson.
And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws. At them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a toss play. Allen. And some room to work. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ray Malaluga in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Play clock winding down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
It's not exactly how the banner starts in this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They come up in an offset eye. To throw here, Dalton on the screen, Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 33 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. 1, 9.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's brought in by Pitta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll drop the throw. And hauled in by Pitta. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
He may try and run for this. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They come up in an offset eye. Aiken, the man in motion. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover. They're in the end zone. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. To return, here's Michael Campanero. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on the Bengal pressure. Gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dansby in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Come on, let's go. 38, Ohio.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
This is taken around the 12. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't
Why,
believe they let
20?
you play.
Why, 20? Hey, hey. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to float this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grabbed the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2.
Zebra.
They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about them keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Third down, a shot. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Campanaro on the return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set. And Johnson lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he puts it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. They come up in an offset eye. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Well, we got a little lull here in the action. Week 3 of the preseason. I know you and I were talking about the Cincinnati-Jacksonville game. What'd you take away from that?
Well, let's look at Cincinnati first. They went on the road, and all we've talked about the offseason was how they blew the Pittsburgh playoff game, and would there be a residual effect on this team? So far, it doesn't look like it. They look pretty good. Looks like Marvin Lewis and crew have put that behind them. Let's move ahead to Jacksonville, though. They've been kind of the darlings of the offseason, haven't they? A great draft, great free agency. Many people think they can make a move in the AFC South. They didn't look like it in week 3 of the preseason, but they have plenty of talent there. I expect them to get better once the regular season kicks off. And guess what? They open up with Green Bay at home.
A chance to prove themselves early. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And Green with a catch left side. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Zebra.
And Dalton hands to Hill. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, Charles, let's switch gears to preseason injuries. Always a hot topic. Look at the Chargers. 2 Achilles injuries out for the season. Both their tight end, Jeff Cumberland, and Brandon Oliver as well.
2 key players for them. And Brandon Oliver, I mean, he's a little rock when he runs the football. And they're going to miss him both running it and in special teams. And don't forget Benjamin Watson, who went to the Ravens this year. One of the better pickups for them. He's out for the season after an Achilles. I'm not a doctor. I can't play one. But I have heard doctors say the guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster. The Achilles is really bearing up some pressure now.
Just need you to be careful on the Stepmaster at the hotel, okay? We don't need you going down with an Achilles injury.
I agree totally. I'll do my best.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive. And they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Andy Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
380.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And that is incomplete. Brandon Tate was the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. What? Nine.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They send Green to the left on his own. 2nd down, Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Move, zebra, zebra, zebra.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Another pistol look here.
Wide, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
First and 10 for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Dalton throwing on second down. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Now a carry for Bernard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Hill. Trent, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jeremy Hill taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. He juked him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's the option going right. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's got room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing one. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week, because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail, all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. When it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Oh, passing it. Dalton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Zebra. 380,
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently